Okay, this I'm going to demonstrate a classic example of a plugged expansion valve. I have the nitrogen hooked up and I have the high and the low side. You can see I have it under 800 microns, 792 microns, and we got a jet going overhead, but I'm not going to retake. So I'm going to close off the low side, and what you're going to notice, unlike a hard shut-off expansion valve I've shown you in videos before, this one you're going to see the pressure go through the expansion valve, hit the expansion valve, but not go through and come back on the other side. It's going to stay under a vacuum. So let's turn off the vacuum. Open. I have that open? Or did I? Right there. Open the pressure. Closed, closed. Open on the high side. Let's open it up. There you got 104 psi, but you see nothing coming through. We're at 29.9 inches of mercury on the low side. It's not going through, only tenths, really slow. And that has nothing to do with a hard shut-off expansion valve, because that would have almost equalized. So you would have seen, say, 140 here, and you would have seen like 60 on the low side go up. But instead, it's still under a negative vacuum. So that is what I suspected when I heard this was an RV, because when I came out here, I noticed scratch marks and it has a new compressor. Compressor was changed, but remember, compressors don't go out. They're murdered. Something kills a compressor. They just don't go out. Then I looked over at the receiver dryer and I noticed it was not replaced. So we have a person who replaces compressors without replacing expansion valves. The system was not charged. It came flat. So we know it was exposed to the atmosphere, so we know it's moisture contaminated. So I'm going through a few extra procedures to try to reduce the moisture content in there. Triple vac and a flush with dry nitrogen. We're going to get a new expansion valve, but what I'm going to do right now is continue on, and I'm going to throw a little bit refrigerant in here anyway, because I want to see the electrical work. We know these compressors come filled with oil with them when they come on these ones right here, and so I don't worry about that part. But most likely, we don't know if the old failed compressor was due to a clutch bearing, a bearing, a leaking case, or was it actually a burned out compressor? We don't have that information because this was bought this way. And when we get the new parts on here, I'll remember to bring my saw hopefully, and I'll cut open the bottom of and the top of the receiver dryer, and we'll look inside the receiver dryer and we'll see if there's rust on the inside of the metal shell of the receiver dryer from excessive moisture. And maybe we're lucky and we can see if there's any particulate matter. It's either clean or it has particulate matter. And I got a call coming in, so I'll catch you guys later. But that's it for this right now.